What is going on, people? Joey Talks Boxing. I know I've been out for a while, but I'm like, you know what? I got to make a video on this. Usyk Verhoeven fight recap. First of all, Richard Torres gets knocked out on the undercard by Frank Sanchez. Just feet were in the wrong place. Chin was, not hung tight. Frank Sanchez threw a perfect punch. Fight's over. We'll see if he can bounce back, Mr. Torres. But back to the main event. No, to the main event, I should say. I thought Usyk looked slow and fat. I thought he didn't look like he was interested in the fight. I thought he didn't take it as seriously as he should have. Verhoeven was better than people thought he was. Big guy, a lot of work rate, awkward. Didn't really have a lot of power, it didn't seem Verhoeven had. But he was winning rounds. But as the fight was going on, the thing I was thinking was Usyk's landing the biggest shots. Like, he's landing big punches. Verhoeven's just landing little punches. And Usyk does such a great job of reducing the impact of shots. So whenever a punch is coming, he'll move with it. So even if you do land, it's like you're not really landing that hard. But make no mistake about it, he was down on the cards to me. I only had him winning 2 of the first 10 rounds. You could have had 3 or 4. More than that, I think, is just unfair. I think some of the judges had Usyk even ahead at that point. Or it was even 5-5. No, it wasn't. That's just ridiculous. It's just bias. But then at the end of the 10th round, Usyk starts to rally. So you got to understand, in spite of Usyk still losing on my card, I still thought, even though he's down on my card, he's going to win the fight. He's just going to knock him out. At the end of the 10th round, I'm like, okay, he's got this. Then in the 11th round, it started a little slow, but then towards the end of the 11th round, he lands a massive uppercut on Verhoeven. Verhoeven was tired, so he was trying to hold Usyk, and he's down. I thought he was out, but he gets up. Now, the referee messes up here because he gives him too much time, and that kind of causes it where, the mouthpiece is then re-put in. He had like a good 20 seconds, 25 seconds to recover. And then Usyk lands a flurry. The referee stops it quickly, and he makes it early stoppage. I didn't like that. Early stoppage, bad stoppage. I think Usyk would have won the fight in the 12th round anyways. But yeah, this is definitely a black eye for boxing once again. This is why I don't like these kind of fights. And people that I'm saying that Rico Verhoeven should get an immediate rematch are ridiculous. I mean, because the referee made a bad call in a fight you were probably going to get knocked out in anyways, which you should not have even had in the first place. It's supposed to be a showcase fight. It doesn't give you precedent over the guy who got in the ring after the fight, AJ Cabello, and should get the fight. AJ Cabello knocked out Frank Sanchez, the guy who just knocked out Richard Torres, who he only has one loss, Frank Sanchez, to AJ Cabello. Knocked out Arslanbek Makhmudov, the guy Tyson Fury didn't knock out. Knocked out Zhilei Zhang, the guy that knocked out Wilder, and he lost to Joseph Parker, but he knocked out Joyce twice. Give the guy his shot. He deserves it. So that's what I got to say about this. Poor performance by Usyk. But it makes us think, like, maybe Usyk's getting a little older, 39, not so much time in the game. Fight to fight, he's only doing one fight a year, so he doesn't have so much time in, activity. And maybe he should retire. I like how after the fight, Turkey said, no, Usyk, it's your call. You're going to choose who you fight. You're not hiding behind this. You got to fight AJ Cabello. And if you don't want to fight AJ Cabello, it will be known that you're ducking. But I'm not saying he's ducking. I think he fights AJ next, and we get that fight going. How much of this was the age? How much of this was an activity? How much of this was just a bad night? How much of it was the awkwardness of Verhoeven, who did a lot better than people thought? It makes you think. And, a guy like Verhoeven, who's only 1-0 going into the fight, he probably is top 3 heavyweights. This is the thing that I think I didn't realize. A guy like Verhoeven could probably be better than a guy like Dave Allen or Jermaine Franklin or Fraser Clark or similar to that. It's just, why be the 30th ranked heavyweight when you could be the #1 kickboxer in the game? You'd make a lot more money that way. So stuff like that I think has to be considered a little bit more. It's not like an MMA guy going into boxing as much. There's more carryover in kickboxing to boxing. So that's what you have to think. And guys like Usyk and Fury, because this actually reminded me a lot of the fight with Ngannou. The problem is they don't have huge knockout power, so they can't just blitz the opposition, the weaker opposition, the way Anthony Joshua could versus Ngannou. And I think that really is a big factor in this. So, yeah, he didn't look great, Usyk, but he got the knockout. And let's see AJ Cabell next. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.